This is Off the Bench with Lexi Greytak. Today we have a special guest here, Senior Forward Aaron Moesch. For those of you that don't know, 5 years ago Aaron was a walk-on to the Badgers, and heading into his senior year he was awarded with a scholarship.
No worries, Mom. I'm on scholarship this season.
First of all, Aaron, congratulations.
Thank you.
How hard did you have to work to earn that scholarship?
I think going back to my freshman year and looking at where I'm at now, to see the growth in myself is kind of cool. To be able to look back, like you said, 5 years ago, see where I was and where I am. And I think that started with Coach Ryan, just preaching that you have to come to work every day at practice and work hard and do the things the right way. And then when Coach Gard took over, he really drilled that into us, that practice is where you make yourself a better basketball player. And that if you come to practice every day and work hard, he's looking for guys that he has to put on the court, or as he likes to say, he can't keep off the court. If he looks at someone in practice and they're kicking butt day in and day out, he says, well, I got to find some time for you.
And how did your perception of the game change? Because being a walk-on to a scholarship athlete is a big difference.
Yeah, I think not as much as people would think, because my redshirt sophomore year, I was still a walk-on and actually played 20-something minutes against Michigan State and I think 20 against Indiana. And then moving into this year, kind of the similar spotty minutes where sometimes you play 25 against Indiana and then other times the matchup isn't right, so you don't play at all. And I think that's fine, but I think the perception of the game hasn't changed at all because I played a little bit when I was a walk-on and I'm still playing just a little bit when I'm on scholarship. So the game doesn't change. It's still basketball. There's still 10 guys on the court and one ball and 2 hoops.
What are you working on in your game right now?
I think just to be more consistent offensive player.
Darts it to Moesch for 3, left side. He hit it. Aaron Moesch.
And defensive player, I guess. You can't have one without the other. But, I mean, adding the ability to score is kind of hard to do this late, but to be able to consistently add something to the offense is something that I could see myself still growing, even though we have only, what, 2 months, a month left in the season. So I think that would be the main focus of my game, is to score a little bit more.
Going off that, we have 2 months of the season left. Mm-hmm. Have you accomplished all your goals that you've wanted to accomplish before leaving?
Yeah, I think, again, looking back, it's kind of weird to look back when you're still in season, but you can kind of do it because I've been here so long. I feel like the grandpa of the team. Just to come in and my freshman year to go to a Final Four was not something that you expect. I mean, that's not something that everyone gets to do. And then the next year, to do it again while winning the Big Ten championship, the Big Ten tournament, and going to back-to-back Final Fours, which not a lot of people get to do. And then the last 2 years, when Coach Gard took over, to come in and be a shaky team and see how a team can really grow in the realm of a season, to go to a Sweet 16, and then last year to go to another Sweet 16. So 4 straight Sweet 16s. My freshman year we went to Canada as a foreign trip. This past year we went to Australia as a foreign trip, been to the Bahamas, Hawaii. I mean, there's a lot of things that I've done in the past 5 years that not a lot of people get to do, and the coolest thing was to see my family come everywhere with me.
You were one of the few players that actually got to experience the coaching from Hall of Fame coach Bo Ryan, as well as Coach Gard. Kind of compare and contrast the 2 different coaching styles?
Yeah, I'll get it off the record now. I like them both equally. So if anyone asks that question, I like them both equally. They have similar philosophies and each bring their own dynamic. Coach Gard, obviously studying under Coach Ryan for 20-some years, obviously you're going to have some similar tendencies. Practice, basically the same. We've added a few drills, taken a few drills out, but I think the one thing that's always going to be a constant is the first day of practice, the first drill is always partner passing, and that's something that's never going to change. So they have little tendencies that are different, but overall I'd say they're similar coaches just because Coach Gard got to study Coach Ryan for 20 years, but he definitely has brought a few different things into practice.
It's your senior year, your last year playing. What's your most memorable moment as a Badger?
I think it has to be when the final horn sounded against the Kentucky Wildcats in that second Final Four run when we beat them to go to the national championship game. They were 38-0. I don't think many people expected us to win, but the 17 guys and the 4 coaches inside the locker room knew what we had to do. And we were walking after the game, ball gets thrown in the air, everyone's cheering. We're walking back to the locker room, and everyone's all pumped up, pushing each other, yelling. And Josh Gosser is just walking head down. not showing much emotion, and someone goes, "Josh, man, are you excited?" And he turns, he goes, "I expected to win," and kept walking. And that is one moment that will forever be ingrained in my mind, that he was expecting so much to win that it was just like another day at the office. So it's one of the coolest moments, and I'll never forget that.
I just got like goosebumps.
Yeah, I know.
I felt like I was there, like I was a player with you
Yeah.
guys. Well, thank you, Aaron, for your time. And thank you for watching Off the Bench with Lexi Greytak.